D-Mac, in the first segment, we were just kind of talking about the Lions, what that game meant. Should they be proud of beating a team like that they should have beat? But you brought up Aiden Hutchinson and how he got the game ball and how Dan Campbell was just kind of rewarding him for continuous effort. And I know Spenmo Rax to my right does not give a damn about those quarterback pressures, right?
I don't care. Yeah.
Those mean nothing to you.
Nope.
No, I mean it's a great measuring stick or whatever, but no, we need to get to the quarter, and we did when we needed to. Now we just got to get better at it, right?
Do you think that play gets him going? Because, as a professional athlete, sometimes you're in a slump, and that's kind of what he was in, a slump of sacks getting to the quarterback. But you have that breakthrough moment, and the next thing you know, it comes easy for the next couple games, right? Do you think that's what we're going to start seeing out of Aiden Hutchinson? Is he going to return to form?
I think that's unfair in the NFL because I think it's, it's in a vacuum each game, depending on who you're going to go against, depending on what scheme is put up against you. But the one thing is he's always got the motor, and it's more or less when he's going to be smart. Yeah, exactly. You agree with me? Yeah, I agree. I stick.
I agree.
No, but it's one of those things that, yes, it helps more than it hurts, obviously. He's a motor guy, so sure. But to me, it's about who is he going up against, how are they scheming against him. I mean, it's something that he's got to learn, getting doubled almost every play and stuff like that. So to me, it's always by committee. It's not so much how many sacks he has. Are we getting to the quarterback?
But you don't think that's a momentum building play for him?
It can be.
That's something he could trigger off of next week, or do you think that week to week it's not going to translate just because you had a big game sealing? I wouldn't say saving, game sealing play at the end of the game.
Yes,
is that going to get you fired up for Thursday?
More so because it's a short week. More so because you're playing 4 days, so the taste is there. It's not like you got to wait a week or something like that. I mean, there still is that buzz, right? They're not practicing much this week. It'll be like scheme and stuff like that, so you're going off the juice, and they all should go off the juice and feed off of how they ended that game. So I'm looking for a better effort, from the defense and more pressure, making it. The one thing with Jordan Love is you got to make him uncomfortable. You make him uncomfortable, he puts it up for grabs.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the same with every quarterback in the NFL. You got to put pressure on, and that's one thing that the Lions have definitely been struggling to do. Spencer, I know you got a lot of opinions about that, what they could have done during the trade deadline to remedy that situation, but we are what we are now.
Yep.
This is the team moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think last week's game or Sunday's game is going to spark Aiden Hutchinson and maybe spark this defense to get more pressure this Thursday?
I hope so. And like I said, I don't care about pressures. I want sacks. I want the quarterback on the ground. And yeah, pressures are nice, but good quarterbacks fight through pressures and get passes off in the face of pressure. So Jordan Love's not a good quarterback. So maybe pressures will be enough to ruin his day because he sucks. But I think James Houston needs to come back sooner than later because that is the other guy that on this roster is going to be the guy to help you get sacks. We saw him do it last year. He was a freak. He comes in. He has more sacks than games played. He's an animal. It was awesome to watch. But right now, outside of Aiden Hutchinson, there isn't an edge on the Lions roster that can consistently get to the quarterback, and that is a major problem, especially going forward when you want to play good teams with good quarterback play looking at the playoffs.
So I'm hearing you right, though, Spenny. You don't care who gets them as long as they get them. Because the interior, your boy Lee McNeil, he got 5 most since Ndamukong Suh since – he's been on the interior line, so it seems like some of those guys are doing the job. We just need more production from the outside.
Yeah.
Because that's what other good teams are getting.
Yeah, and you got to admit, last game, I liked AG's adjustment. I wish that would have been the game plan going in the day, because you saw in the first drive, they were just playing normal defense and letting Justin Fields run. They weren't stacking the box at any stretch. They were just trying to play a balanced defense. I don't know why they didn't realize earlier that they were playing Justin Fields, and if you stack the box, take away the run, make that guy beat you with his arm.
Mm-hmm.
I like the in-game adjustment, and I think that's something that AG should be praised for in that game, but I also think it's something that he should be knocked for not having that game plan going in. So do you give him more credit for adjusting on the fly, or do you discredit him for not having a...
He gets credit, don't make the same mistake. That means you're not ready to play, and then you were sort of aloof to what would work. But, is that something that you didn't think that he would roast you that hard? Because even in the second half, right, he didn't make the adjustments till late. So will you learn and make adjustments earlier? That's all I want. Make the right adjustments at the proper time.
Yeah, I was just shocked that the game plan going in wasn't make Justin Fields a passer. Like, that should be every NFL coach's game plan when you play the Bears. Make Justin Fields a passer. And the minute they did that, the minute they started to bring down 8, 9 in the box, Justin Fields, the Bears started kicking field goals. And holding them to those 4 field goals instead of touchdowns on any of those possessions, that's, to me, the biggest point of last game. People want to knock the defense, but I think that last game was almost a highlight for the defense outside of the first drive and one throw to DJ Moore.
Okay, so let's get more, consistent. You look at, like, the points that being on the concerning thing is 30th in red zone on defense. So you gotta tighten it up a lot in that because it's top team. So to have the number 2 record in the league and be 30th in the red zone, you can have improvement. So yes, we need more of the consistency. You're right.
There's a caveat to that, as you love to say, because Dan Campbell addressed that about the red zone percentage. I believe it was before Monday Night Football. The red zone percentage is bad, but they don't let people into the red zone as much.
So that's good.
Right.
So apples and oranges. I think when you go by points allowed, that's why they're 8th, and it shows.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not letting people get in there.
But when they get in there,
so they're doing a good job of not allowing them.
Right.
But when they do, let's get better on closing it out or giving 3 points.
Yeah, it's like, the girl you meet at the bar. One girl, if you get through the front door in the red zone, it's over. They're scoring.
Nice.
But then there's the girls that won't even let you in the front door. And those are the Lions right now. And there's girls that won't let you in the back door either.
Boom, boom.
But